You can still get your life back. Get your life back. It's real. Get your life back. Get your life back.
I don't hear
Yeah,
nobody.
so it's definitely
And
a
I was
blessing
gonna
to
mention
get
this, and Tracy
back.
mentioned in the chat because I was thinking about how I remember when Tracy retired not too long ago, and she's in the financial arena too, starting her own business.
Yeah.
Well, World Financial Group and Transamerica Financial Advisors. Awesome.
Yes. Awesome. It's so well needed in this time, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to kind of bring back, you know, building legacy and wealth for our community, the African American.
Right.
So I understand what Adrian and Julia is doing as well. So yeah,
That's awesome.
That was a good discussion.
The motivation I needed.
So, self-care, self-advocate for, this is going to be a good one. Self-advocate for worthy wages, salary, benefits, investments in the workplace or in your business. I have a video on YouTube, by the way. It's called How to Practice Self-Care in the Workplace. You can find it on Cheryl Howard, Get Your Life Back on YouTube. I put wages because, and I had the discussion several times in 2019, is sometimes we don't think of it as self-care, but when you think about your financial needs at home, your family, your expenses, you have to think about, you know, when you go to like a job interview or something, to advocate for fair wages for yourself. And sometimes there's women who still, and I have a friend who recently told me this, that she battled with that for a long time, not feeling like she can go in and kind of demand what she would like her pay to be. She would just accept what they offer at the bottom. It's like men always negotiate. They're raised to do this thing, and we got to learn to do that too. And I remember I prayed, and you guys know, when I went back to school in my 30s and 40s, one of my dreams and my prayer was, God, I want to be able to get my degree, get my diploma, and I want to be able to work and get in the field where I can tell you this is what I want to get paid. And I thank God that He allowed me to do that, and it's empowering. It was empowering to say, no, I want this much an hour, especially after you accumulate enough time and, hours and experience in a certain field. You got to know your self-worth and your value, what you bring, what you can bring to that business or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's something we have to do to advocate. I remember, now I know sometimes coming in, you may get a different salary than somebody who's been working there, but I found between them, one person was scared to kind of come in and say, well, I like to get this much of money. And she's the one that need more money with me. And it's all right to ask. Don't be, I think sometimes because we fearful, we need this job. I need this job. I got to take whatever, not realizing there's a whole lot of agencies that hire like CPAs, what do you call them? CNAs. And not only CNA, home health aides. There's a lot of jobs here in Virginia, where you can do that. And I was like, this is not the only company, but I know out of fear, or you feel like you just got to take the bottom. It's like sometimes you don't know that sometimes in their mind, they was willing to give you a higher price, but you're so used to, settling. That's self-care. You're thinking about your needs, not only the company's needs. You're not a slave to them. And now sometimes you can go with a slave mentality, think, well, I'll just take what you give me. No, can you give me another $1? Because I got this to pay. I got bills. I got, So I just wanted people to kind of think about that, moving forward, especially if there was somebody in this group who kind of thought that way and then realized, wait, I need to go in, because I've learned a long time ago, when you go to a job interview, you're also interviewing that company to see if you want to work there. We always think about it as they interviewing us. What about me interviewing you and see if I want to work here? You know what I'm saying? So that's that self-value. Something that was it's within a non-negotiable, but it's dealing more with, because I don't hear people talk about this, but I teach my clients this, women especially, about financial self-care, meaning teaching women to think like men, like when they go to a job interview, for instance, and we have to calculate all of the things we need to, live every day, all of our household expenses. And part of me practicing self-care, I've learned to go in and really demand what I want to get paid and consider all of my financial needs. And sometimes we don't see that as self-care, but it is self-care because I have to take care of my household. And so I'm intentionally doing that now. Like my last place I started doing mental health professional contractor, I went in to negotiate a particular salary and said, I'm not going to go lower than this because I need more to take care of myself. me about the financial part because men learn how to negotiate, and a lot of times women I work with, a lot of times they don't know to ask for more. We're so conditioned again to just, well, let me just take this because out of fear, and it's like you cut yourself short. I was a manager over a group home, and I found out that all of my staff, they have the same job, started around the same time, but some of them didn't know that they can go and ask for more. And now you have those struggling, almost homeless, and they're making like $2 or $3 difference an hour. And I have to teach them you're worth more than that. So I would say value. Like I value myself each day. And I also declare, like Nicolette said, that today I'm going to live in peace. I'm not going to allow anybody to change the way I'm feeling. I'm going to